Earth is always moving in its own way, but sometimes a single moment can turn ordinary life into a fight for survival. Let's explore nature at its most powerful. The cat ran over so quickly it looked as if the sky had just delivered a package addressed specifically to him. When lightning enters, wet soil moisture can heat and vaporize extremely quickly. The sudden pressure increase may blast soil, mud, and small rocks into the air. Before lightning flashes, electrical channels can develop from the cloud and ground toward each other. Once they connect, a powerful current rapidly travels through the path. Maybe today's waves just won the title of fastest crowd dispersal team on the planet. Extremely heavy rain over a small watershed can make water rise rapidly, sometimes before communities downstream even realize what's happening. Mother Nature doesn't need a measuring tape. One warning like this is enough to show them that the safe boundary should have been much farther away. What do you think is the most dangerous part of this situation? This has to be one of the most impressive ways humans can demonstrate the power of modern technology right before our eyes.
This one. Shit!
Mother Ocean apparently just wanted to take a little tour inland today, but her visit turned out to be far more enthusiastic than anyone expected. Mother Nature seemed to stop only after getting incredibly close, offering a powerful reminder that a safe distance should never be underestimated. Apparently, Lady Luck couldn't clock out yet. The rescue of this woman alone probably added several hours of overtime to today's shift. If there were a championship for quick reflexes, this man just submitted an audition video strong enough to send him straight to the finals. Securing cargo properly isn't just about protecting the load. It's also about protecting everyone else sharing the road with you. Right now, everyone probably wishes there were an off switch that could instantly stop those frightening tremors. When a flash flood appears, don't stay just to watch. Leaving low ground for a safer, higher location matters far more than capturing any video. This will certainly become an expensive lesson in why directly challenging the power of nature is rarely a good decision. Almost any situation can hide unexpected risks, so don't let curiosity pull you closer to danger than you ever need to be. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this woman's lightning-fast reaction? The faster you enter a curve, the more force is required to keep the vehicle on its path. You see the tire's available grip and control can disappear quickly. Think the ground beneath you always stays still. This earthquake in Colombia will give you a very different answer in just a few seconds.
Torre Barita.
This massive mountainside landslide was captured on camera during an earthquake in Colombia. Don't wait until the water is already high. The earliest signs of flooding may provide your best opportunity to leave low ground and move higher. Flash floods carry more than water. Trees, rocks, and debris swept into the current can become part of the flood's destructive force. Do you know what can cause a tire to blow out on the road? Share your experience so others can learn how to reduce the risk. If I were the officer, that gray car would definitely be getting the highest fine the law allows for a move like that. This stretch of road seems to be missing just one thing. A sign big enough to tell every driver, don't let the next surprise start here. The braking system likely sent plenty of warning signs before the serious failure finally happened. A magnitude 7.4. Earthquake struck Western Colombia on Monday, producing powerful shaking across a large portion of the country. Do you have an adorable four-legged friend like this at home? A storm can turn the ocean into a giant foam machine. Waves mix air with organic material in the water, creating foam that winds can push onto shore. When a bear rubs its back against a tree, it isn't just scratching an itch. The trunk can also become a scented message board for other bears. Mother Nature apparently decided to clean up the entire neighborhood that day. Unfortunately, she chose the most destructive method possible. Like a roaring monster, the flash flood suddenly charged forward, sweeping away almost everything caught in the path of the raging water. Earthquakes don't let you choose when they strike, but knowing what to do can help you make the right decisions during those critical seconds. The most remarkable part is that every moving vehicle somehow managed to avoid that massive steel coil in an almost unbelievable way. Just watching this through a screen is enough to make my legs shake with fear. Apparently, this part was missing from the driver's license test because that maneuver is definitely going to leave plenty of people asking questions. This man must have spent nearly a lifetime supply of luck just to walk away safely from such an unbelievable incident. Lady Luck apparently didn't need much room to work today. Just a few inches were enough to give this story a much more relieving ending. Within seconds, a house that once seemed solid and secure was brought down by the immense forces suddenly rising from beneath the ground. A debris flow can grow as it moves downhill, eroding and collecting soil trees and boulders, rapidly increasing its mass and destructive force. Today's journey has begun. Leave your state in the comments so I know you're ready to join us for what's coming next. Who needs a fountain when heavy rain can turn storm drains into spontaneous ones right in the street? Unfortunately, nobody bought tickets for this show. After everything that happened, the most valuable outcome isn't how much of the vehicle survived. It's that the driver was able to return home safely. Arriving a few seconds late is a very small price to pay when those extra moments help you complete the journey safely. A safe following distance is like savings in the bank. You may not need it right now, but when danger appears, it can suddenly become priceless. At high speed, even a sudden steering input or change in grip demands more from the tires. Exceed available friction and the vehicle can quickly lose control. A red light means you must stop. It isn't an invitation to decide whether following the rule is convenient this time. What knowledge or preparations do you already have in place for the possibility of an unexpected earthquake? In mountainous areas, the rain stopping doesn't always mean the danger is over. Sometimes it's only quiet before a saturated slope begins to move. The car owners probably aren't the only ones with headaches right now. I imagine the insurance companies aren't particularly thrilled either. No blueprints, no contractor, and nobody placed an order yet. The hillside still delivered tons of concrete in the most destructive way possible. Scenes like this show just how important earthquake-resistant design becomes when the ground suddenly starts moving beneath a structure. Has anyone watching ever experienced a moment like this in real life? I'd love to hear from anyone who works around high-temperature systems. What's the first thing you check before starting a shift? When water enters molten metal, it can rapidly turn to steam and expand. The sudden pressure increase can produce a violent steam explosion. Demolitions are most satisfying to watch when the structure falls exactly as planned and everything remains safely under control.
黄色的这个烟雾，白黄色这样一个烟雾呢，已经是弥漫
从开爆破。
When a building comes down, it isn't always just the end of an old chapter. It can also mark the beginning of an entirely new project. But which country are you watching from today? Let us know where you're joining this journey from. If the sky had its own paintbrush, these starlings would be living ink constantly drawing and erasing enormous shapes across the air. If the ocean had a red carpet for visitors, these rays would probably be the honor guard Mother Ocean sent out to welcome them. Humpback whales can practically turn air into a hunting tool, combining bubbles into a net that helps concentrate fish without physically enclosing them. What types of natural disasters are most common in the United States around this time of year? Canyons can intensify flash floods by concentrating large amounts of water into narrow spaces, causing water levels and flow speeds to rise rapidly. Sometimes the best safety equipment isn't something you wear. It's simply enough distance between you and the danger. This will probably go down as one of the smartest decisions this driver has ever made in his life. Mistaking the accelerator for the brake remains a mistake some drivers make sometimes during just a brief moment of confusion or distraction. Thankfully, just 1 second later, and this situation could have ended in a completely different way. A tree canopy catches wind like a sail, creating tremendous leverage at the base. If the load exceeds the strength of the trunk or roots, the tree can fall.
Yo! Hey! Get in here, come on! Come on, get in here, bro! Yeah, look at that, that's just green flag. Yeah, we might be. I think it hit the power line because
it popped.
It severed it.
So you don't get no power.
No.
These pool floats just received complimentary flights from the wind. Severe weather swept across parts of Minnesota on Monday, April 13th, bringing the threat of tornadoes and heavy rain. Apparently, the sky just launched an ice deliverer service, and this riverbank accidentally became the customer receiving an unlimited order. Mother Nature apparently wanted to applaud the newlyweds too. Unfortunately, her enthusiastic congratulations sent everyone running for shelter. A man captured the terrifying moment he was struck by lightning on a golf course in Cincinnati, Ohio on August 7th. You may not know this, the longest confirmed lightning mega flash stretched more than 500 miles across an enormous thunderstorm system. Moments like this highlight the importance of pilot skill because one well-timed decision can completely change the outcome. The closer the aircraft gets, the more spectacular the shot may look, but a safe distance is what lets you enjoy the entire performance safely.
That's not looking good.
Mr.
Just getting out, folks. So let's give him a hand. Thank you.
Situations like this show why air shows require large safety zones and emergency response plans ready to activate at a moment's notice.
Gente, olha, acabei de pegar aqui uma catástrofe. Tá aí, 14 bis, infelizmente.
Even if a small dust devil doesn't look particularly dangerous, keeping a safe distance is still the smartest way to observe one. Beachgoers scrambled for shelter when a waterspout moved ashore and became a tornado at Folly Beach, South Carolina on Saturday, August 8th. Does this scene bring back any unforgettable memory for you?
Oh, get out now. Hurry.
Electrical current can travel through the same lightning channel several times within a very short period, making the bolt appear to flicker. Tall structures are more exposed to lightning, lacking properly designed and lightning protection and grounding systems, an important layer of defense. Staying away from open areas and tall trees during a thunderstorm can be an important decision that helps reduce your risk of a lightning strike. Romanian armed forces took an extreme approach to improve water flow toward a nuclear power plant by using explosives to break rock beneath the Danube River. Wildfires aren't always entirely harmful. In fire-adapted ecosystems, appropriately intense fires can recycle nutrients, open space, and encourage new plant growth. This is a pretty clear reminder that higher speeds usually come with greater risks and much less room for error.
That dang dolphin out of the water.
If you found a wild animal trapped like this, would you try to help yourself or call professional rescuers to keep both sides safer?
Oh, he buried himself in the water. We'll try to get him back in. Here, Brian. He'll film it. I'll pull him back in there. Pushing. Hey. Stole one for the good guys.
The ocean just raised its blue curtain and gave the best seats in the house to a few lucky visitors witnessing this remarkable performance.
Oh my gosh, you're right there. Oh my god!
This driver probably overlooked a few important rules entering that tight curve, where even a small misjudgment can quickly make control much harder.
Take this about half an hour before you go to bed. You'll sleep like a lamb.
You know, I should make Dan's actually sleeping.
Choosing the right trailer, distributing the load correctly, and checking the connection before departure is far cheaper than dealing with trailer sway later. Engines need regular health checks too. Don't wait until yours hands you a prescription in the form of an expensive repair bill.
Llama tú.
Carajo.
Llama tú, el chofer, man. Is anybody there? He's gonna be kicking.
Not every hero needs a cape. Sometimes all it takes is kindness and a calm response to help an animal that desperately needs a hand.
Hey, Nick, go over there. It's the branch. I don't think it's him. Dude. Wow.
That delivery aircraft probably never expected today's unexpected coworker to be a crow that wasn't anywhere on the schedule. That day's picnic suddenly gained an uninvited guest from nature, a rushing flood that clearly wasn't included on anyone's guest list. Has the state where you live ever experienced a flash flood like this? After connecting two sides for so many years, this historic bridge in Pakistan finally gave way to the tremendous force of the raging flood. As waves enter shallow water, They slow down and their wavelengths shorten, while concentrated energy can cause their height to increase dramatically. The river doesn't have to knock the house down. It only needs to erode the soil beneath the foundation, and gravity can finish the job once support is lost. This could become valuable training material for engineers, helping future projects identify and avoid similar structural problems.
God.
Wow.
What? Jesus Christ.
A controlled implosion brought down the former Electronic Data Systems building in Plano, Texas on Sunday, August 9. Who do you think was actually at fault in this situation? A conversation with traffic police might help this truck driver remember the rules of the road a little more clearly next time. If this cyclist doesn't review the rules of road safety, luck may not be willing to give him another chance next time. Keep your attention with you on every journey, because just a few distracted seconds can send the entire trip in an unexpected direction. Sometimes the biggest danger isn't your own decision, but someone else's unpredictable move. That's why awareness and caution should always travel together. Brown bears have strong memories for seasonal food sources, helping them return to familiar areas when fish, berries, and other foods become available. Could excessive speed have been the reason this driver handled the situation this way? This driver must have treated traffic safety rules as optional reading instead of principles that are actually meant to be followed. A man in Fargo, Georgia could hardly believe his eyes when he and his wife unexpectedly came across a large group of alligators in a swamp.
Look at all the gators.
Are you afraid of mice? If the answer is yes, I'm guessing even the sight of one tiny tail would be enough to make you change direction.
It's not even that big. I swear it's not that big.
A snow devil works much like a dust devil. A small rotating column of air lifts loose snow from the ground, revealing the invisible vortex as a white funnel. Checking the weather forecast before heading out remains one of the simplest ways to make your journey safer and better prepared. Tree rubbing can also help bears during shedding season by loosening and removing old fur that's ready to come off. Mother Ocean must really like today's guest. She skipped the handshake entirely and went straight for the underwater VIP welcome package. Apparently, this kangaroo just appointed itself the official food inspector, and today's mission is making sure no snack escapes inspection. You may love watching snowfall, but would you actually drive through a blizzard? For me, that's when the sofa suddenly becomes the perfect destination. Floodwater doesn't just cause inundation. Strong currents can erode soil and place additional stress on structures, making riverfront areas increasingly unpredictable.
Okay.
A massive debris flow swept trees into Whitney Creek in Siskiyou County, California on Tuesday, August 2. Don't let a calm river surface fool you. Current underneath can be far stronger and more dangerous than it appears from above.
Oh no, it's stuck!
I'm guessing the thing hurting the most right now is the driver's wallet. Several cars and a truck were involved in a serious crash on Monday, August 10, after a driver lost control on a highway in Canton, Massachusetts. The parts we rarely notice usually get our attention only when they stop working. Timely maintenance helps keep the story from reaching that point. Apparently, the chair was completely overwhelmed by the beauty of the moment, so much so that it couldn't stay upright for another second. Keep your attention on the road instead of your phone screen, no matter how tempting that notification might be. Some days, Lady Luck only has one job: put you a few extra steps away from danger at exactly the right moment. That's definitely a sign this man may be working a little overtime today. Apparently, the rain wasn't entertaining enough for gravity today, so it joined the action with a very direct reminder about slippery surfaces.
Oh shit! Are you okay? I got that on video.
This bear probably wanted to join the parade too, but at that size, the organizers might need to reserve an entire lane just for him. Some guests arrive carrying gifts. This one only needs to bring itself to make the homeowner's heart rate jump a few levels. This time, the wild competitors seem to have scored a clear victory over human technology. Shelf clouds form when cool outflow from a thunderstorm pushes underneath warmer air, forcing it upward until moisture condenses into a massive low cloud. The name mammatus comes from the Latin word mamma, meaning breast, inspired by the distinctive pouch-like shapes hanging beneath the clouds. A Florida beach unexpectedly became a runway as a small aircraft searched for a place to land during an emergency. What do you think caused this incident? Waiting a few extra seconds at a railroad crossing is always safer than trying to beat the train and gambling with your own safety. Some decisions take only a few seconds to make, yet you may later realize they were among the smartest choices of your entire life. A tow truck loses control and charges into an accident scene. A police officer dodges just in time, a powerful reminder of the need for constant alertness in the traffic situations. Painful yet funny, he slammed into the glass door. Everyone froze for a second, then sighed in relief when he stood up. Fine. Probably the luckiest door collision of the night. A high-speed truck with its cargo door left open nearly caused a major accident, a stark reminder of how critical vehicle safety is, especially for long-haul transport. On a 4-story high quarry wall, an excavator hangs in a dangerous position using its bucket to cut away enormous blocks of sand, a tense sight that leaves viewers holding their breath. The storm in Brisbane went completely wild. Workers were knocked off their feet, flower pots flew like rockets. Nature was clearly cleaning house her own way. Fortunately, there were no serious consequences. But this rollover incident is enough to underline one thing: respecting traffic laws and road conditions is how you protect yourself. At a construction site, an excavator lifts both a worker and materials in his bucket. One small operator error causes a newly built wall to be destroyed in seconds. Rush hour in Washington looks a little different today. No horns, no car congestion. Just hundreds of four-legged travelers in absolutely no hurry. If cuteness had a temperature, this moment could probably melt an iceberg and soften your heart at the same time. A sudden lightning flash startles the Rangers players, a scene tense like a movie, as if nature wanted to join the game. Gravity is usually a patient teacher, but whenever it meets students, this creative, it immediately turns the lesson into a practical exam. Proper fall protection equipment is always a worthwhile investment when working at height, because safety is never the right place to cut corners. Apparently, this vehicle is ready to submit its resignation immediately. The original job description definitely didn't mention carrying a load like this. What's the weather like where you're watching right now? Bright sunshine, heavy rain, or simply a calm and pleasant day? A skilled worker doesn't just know when to use a wrench, they also know when to put it down and let their feet handle the next part. If this vehicle had a passenger rating system, I'm guessing these North Carolina guests would lose a few points for boarding without permission. A sea of spiders after flooding. doesn't necessarily mean their population suddenly exploded. The water may simply force normally hidden spiders to emerge together. When Mother Earth begins to move, we suddenly realize just how small humans are compared with the enormous forces beneath our feet. Earthquakes occur when accumulated stress in Earth's crust exceeds the strength of rock, causing sudden movement along faults and releasing seismic waves. After witnessing scenes this difficult the outcome, everyone hopes for most is that people are safe and able to recover from the days ahead.
Dios mío, Kennedy. ¿Qué está pasando?
If Mother Nature had a debt collector, floodwater would be a leading candidate. It can take almost everything it encounters along the way.
Su moto, tío.
Footage only becomes truly valuable when the person recording it remains at a safe enough distance. It may appear to move slowly down the slope, but behind that heavy motion is a mass of earth and rock capable of changing everything in its path. Faced with nature's overwhelming power, sometimes people can do nothing but watch as their property is carried away by the rushing water. The flood apparently unlocked a brand new feature for this car, although automatic drifting downstream definitely wasn't listed by the manufacturer. Heavy rain many miles upstream can still send a sudden flood into an area where the local weather may appear completely normal. Nature always seems to know how to make its presence known in the most dramatic ways possible. Human technology has come a long way, but in the dolphin's home territory, even a modern jet ski can look like just another visitor asking for a race. New York has no shortage of famous stars, but today a heavyweight celebrity from the ocean decided to steal the spotlight. Quick check-in. Are you watching this video in the daylight or after the city lights have already come on? If landslides were a weight loss program, this mountainside definitely chose the express package, fast, dramatic, and absolutely no undo button. Speed might get you there a few seconds earlier, but it also takes away precious reaction time when something unexpected suddenly appears. What amazes me most is that even while dodging the danger, he still managed to screw the bottle cap back on like pure muscle memory. I think jobs like this are best left to trained professionals because experience and proper skills can make the work significantly safer. Regular structural inspections are one of the best ways to identify problems early and reduce the chance of a serious failure later. The lighter an object and the larger its wind-facing area, the easier it can be carried away. Securing loose items early helps reduce surrounding hazards. A peaceful minute by the warmth suddenly became a reminder that stoves and open flames should always be checked, operated properly, and treated with care. Is anyone else wondering the same thing? With conditions like these, it seems the area should have been evacuated and closed off much earlier. A riverbank can be quietly eroded from below. Once the soil loses support and shear strength, a large section may collapse within seconds. When the ground starts shaking, that's usually when the room begins an unexpected round of furniture, rearranging all by itself. While the Texas sky was still wrapped in darkness, a lightning bolt tore through the night and chose a light pole along Highway 114 as its target. Think of the crossing barrier as a gatekeeper working for your safety. When it comes down, don't try to cross the path reserved for an approaching train. Regular customers increase a store's revenue, but this particular visitor seems much more interested in increasing the repair budget. Slippery roads are among the toughest driving tests winter can give any driver. When was the last time your vehicle had a complete inspection? If you have to think too long, that garage appointment may already be overdue. Wet stairs are like an unannounced balance test, and sometimes they're generous enough to give you an immediate chance at a retake. If a cat's love could be measured by enthusiasm, this one just pushed the affection meter well beyond its maximum limit. If those bottles were throwing a party, this is definitely the kind of opening celebration that would make the store owner look the other way. Capybaras are the world's largest rodents with several fascinating adaptations that make them especially well suited to life in and around water. With skills like these, this deer may only be missing a jersey number and professional contract before making its official stadium debut. This scene is almost guaranteed to give your day an instant boost of positive energy. Behind every earthquake, flash flood, or landslide is a lesson in awareness and preparedness. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and join us for more incredible moments ahead.